Hey guys, crypto episode 59. Another very good week this week, up 28,000. Bit of news this week. A couple of sort of stories made the headlines, I thought. Coinbase investing 500 million in what they call a diverse portfolio of crypto. So it's not going to be just Bitcoin, but they want some for their balance sheet. And they've said it will be sort of Bitcoin, Ethereum, other proof of stake assets. So expect they're probably talking about Cardano and DeFi tokens, which they're not going to be specific about, but I would expect it's going to be majority Bitcoin and then Ethereum, sort of maybe roughly market cap weighted. And they've also said that they're going to invest 10% of profits going forward into crypto. So not really surprising, I guess, considering the business, but yeah, good news. And sort of unlike the other news that we've seen before with things like this, sort of X company invests, Y amount in crypto, this hasn't happened yet. So the actual buying of it could cause a rise, where normally you've just seen sort of over the counter, so-and-so has bought, an amount of Bitcoin in the last month or so, and then they finally announce it. And some see that news as bullish, but yeah, with this case, it's sort of bullish news, and the actual event has still to come. So they'll be removing more supply off the market. And the other news was the futures ETFs are now piling up. So this is making the Wall Street Journal. So that's quite interesting. So the SEC have sort of hinted that they're open to ETFs based on futures rather than physical Bitcoin. So everyone pretty much, ProShares, Invesco, VanEck, Valkyrie, and Galaxy Digital, and I've seen others as well, are all putting applications in. They all had applications for physical, and they've now put in an application for a futures ETF. So this is, if they get approved, it's probably going to mean more volatility, more sort of whatever happens at the weekend will then retract back to what happens during the week, because the big players don't like to be left out, and these will only trade sort of during business hours, and it's not buying real Bitcoin, it's cash settled futures, so potentially more sort of manipulation, but yeah, it's opening it up to sort of the big boy money, because futures are more regulated than physical. So not too sure how to feel about this, if that's the way they're going to go, and then sort of presumably most of the physical ETFs get rejected for now. But we'll see how it goes. So portfolio is sort of fairly spread out. Bitcoin up 9%, doing pretty well, £36,000. Cardano is now firmly second place holding. I've not added to anything. This is just Cardano's outperformance. So nearly 27% up on the last week. Pretty good. So it's 7,000 ahead of Ethereum now. Would expect a reasonable move from Ethereum at some point though. 5% up on the week. Litecoin 8%. XRP is pretty flat, but remember, sort of on the month, that's over 100% up, so that's fine. OMG having a pretty good week, 19% up. XLM, again, flat, sort of following Ripple, really, 47% up on the month, so that's a bit flat at the moment. TRON, pretty flat, but again, doing really well on the month, so it's just resting for a little bit. EOS, 6% up, not too bad. Basic attention token 9, so that's pretty much level with Bitcoin. Dash doing really well, 25.7%. Pretty good. Power Ledger is down, but it's still a very strange token. It does its own thing every now and then. Had the spike sort of late last month, so it's still 72% up on the month. My newer ones, Internet Computer up 10%, so that's pretty good. Band 20%. This has been the decent performing small cap, and New Cipher 7, and then the rest are sort of not doing all that well. 2% for Cocos. Anchor's down slightly, 3%. Quonstamp is flat pretty much, but they all tend to sort of rise eventually with the market, and then they have their own little bit of specific news maybe. So yeah, here we are. 306 now. So leave your thoughts in the comments. Be interesting to see sort of where this goes in the next few weeks. Still not really planning on selling anything just yet. Sort of said as a rough target, $70,000 Bitcoin would be sort of next sale. I did sort of say £2.50 ADA Cardano. So that potentially isn't quite as far away as $70,000 Bitcoin. See how I feel about it sort of when the time comes, probably. And yeah, maybe sort of some of the other altcoins, maybe slightly sooner than $70,000 Bitcoin. I might take a bit of profit, but yeah, I tend to sort of judge it by how things are at the time, really. I do sort of set rough targets, but they're not set in stone. So, yeah, leave your thoughts in the comments below, and like and subscribe. See you soon.